aware that it was going to rain at some point during this trip. However, what's going on, rock stars? It is your girl, the leader of the rock stars, Talia Janette. We are back with day 2 of 5 from Walt Disney World Orlando. So our second day at Disney, we went to the infamous Magic Kingdom. Now, one of my friends, I went with 2 of my friends, one of which it was her first time at Disney, and her main thing was to see Magic Kingdom. Again, if you are into the Disney princesses and all of the nostalgia of the movies, that is the place for you. Again, as I said in the previous video, you just have to, one, be prepared for a ton of walking. So we got to Magic Kingdom, and you also have to get to the parks early. Like, I thought we were getting to the parks early. I lied. We were getting to the parks at like 9 o'clock, and there were already hour and a half wait times for everything. So for those of you who don't know, when you get to Magic Kingdom, unfortunately, the front they are still redoing. I'm not entirely sure what happened. I don't have the backstory on that, but it's not the initial, you know, Magic Kingdom a lot of us were used to when we were growing up. All right, so you walk in, and they have some steps that's the back of the entrance. This is now where the characters are. This is where they're performing, because again, we cannot go up to the characters and hug them and love on them the way we did, because, you know, social distancing. I'm sorry. I don't book it, y'all. I don't book it. So I'm also just trying to recall like a lot of what we did. One thing I will say that I missed in my last video: if you are going to Disney, especially between the months of July and September, please make sure you pack an umbrella or a poncho. I was well aware that it was going to rain at some point during this trip. However, I didn't know it was going to pour every day except one. When I tell y'all it was raining, and we're not talking, you know, a sun shower like we get here in New York. We're talking torrential hurricane, gale force wind rains. I was never so annoyed. But that's neither here nor there. Just pack an umbrella, pack a poncho, yeah, because you're going to get wet at some point. So we got to Magic Kingdom. We did the whole take pictures in front of the castle. It was really pretty. We then made our way to the Aladdin section, or the Agrabah section. Again, not a ton of stuff. Again, I'm not really sure if everything is being refurbished or everything was just closed because, you know, whole panorama. I'm not going to say the actual word because I don't need no type of disclaimers or anything put on my video, because, you know, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, y'all be wildin' trying to put warnings on people's videos now. So we got on the magic carpet, spin around ride, this gimmick right here, and it was cute. Again, y'all know me, not high enough, not fast enough. It was cute though. If you have kids, the kids will actually enjoy it a lot. That wait actually probably was one of the shortest waits at Magic Kingdom. I'm not entirely sure why it was such a short wait, but yeah, it wasn't, we did not wait long. So after we left that, we made our way over, I don't remember what section this ride was in, but it was the Jungle Cruise ride, so I'm pretty sure it was close by Aladdin because we didn't walk far. And this was actually a pretty long wait. Like, we were on that line probably for maybe close to an hour. Don't quote me on that time, but that was an actual wait. So again, this was it was a cute little sit down boat ride. Again, they were able to squeeze a good amount of people into each boat, and it pretty much went through like various countries. You got to see different animatronic animals, which y'all know I am always here for a good animatronic animal moment, but again, not thrilling enough, not feeding the adrenaline junkie rush that I personally have. We then made our way off of that. For some reason, It's a Small World was closed. I mean, granted, that is one ride that I absolutely hate. I hated it when I was younger. I hate it to this day. I hate the song. I hate everything about it. But we didn't get on that, so we went to the Winnie the Pooh ride next to it. That wait was ridiculous as well. For it to be such a short ride, but it was really stinking adorable, actually. Like, I mean, I'm not the biggest Winnie the Pooh fan, but it was really cute. Like, Disney gets a one finger clap for that, because it was a really cute ride. We didn't do many other rides at Magic Kingdom. We did have lunch at the Be Our Guest, so that's Belle's Castle. We went and had a sit down lunch there, so that was actually really cute. So we went inside the castle, and you got so it was a 3-course meal. So you got an appetizer. We all had lobster bisque, which was my first time having lobster bisque, and it was really good. It could have had a little bit more chunks of lobster in it, but you know, it was actually really good. So then for our entrees, they gave us the options of steak, chicken, scallops, or something else. I opted for the steak because everything else like had weird stuff mixed with it. So I was like, I'm just gonna stick to what I know. Steak, mashed potatoes, and greens, can never go wrong with. And it was actually really good. And our waiter was so hilarious. Like, he came up to me, he came up to the table and goes, "Bonjour, how are you guys?" So you know me, I'm gonna hit him with the bare minimum French that I know, "Comment ça va?" And I was hoping, I'm like, Lord, please do not let this man speak fluent French, because I can't carry on the conversation. And it stopped right there, so we were good. For dessert, the dessert, oh my God, was so stinking cute. So it was a platter. There was a strawberry chocolate truffle, which it had a weird taste to it, but it was actually, you know, it was good. But again, like, if you're not a dark chocolate lover, the flavors married really weird together. They had a chocolate cup molded into the shape of Chip from Beauty and the Beast, which was probably the most adorable thing ever. And it had the gray stuff in it, which I think it's just, I believe it's like either a mousse or whipped cream at this point that they just colored gray, but it was really good. And the cup itself was really delicious. And then they had what are these things called? Macaroons. And it was a strawberry lemon cookie with a raspberry filling. The cookie by itself was really good. The filling I didn't care for too much. And we had a red wine, which was really good, because I'm not, y'all know me, I love me some wine, but I'm not a big red wine drinker. But that wine was actually pretty good. And then Beast came out. We were really sad because we thought at some point Belle would come out and at least they would dance, but just Beast came out, and he came to all the tables. He walked around and he waved, and that was pretty much it. We then left. We went back to our hotel for a little bit because we were going to come back to Magic Kingdom. So if you have we booked our whole trip through Disney, so we had the option to leave the park and come back, and it was no issue. So we came back that night for the Happily Ever After fireworks show. I actually streamed the fireworks live on my Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, you should be, because you can see the fireworks show from there. And what I will do, I'll post I might post the full video at some point on my channel. So we looked up where this was the last week that they were doing the Happily Ever After theme for the fireworks. And when I tell y'all, a lot of companies, y'all can't mess with Disney Pyro. Like, Disney Pyro might put New York City's New Year's Eve fireworks display to shame. Like, it might put our 4th of July fireworks to shame. Like, it was really pretty. However, we had a ton of kids around us. Like, I don't know how we ended up in this section with all the young kids. And it was this one kid at one point, and I guess he was just so excited. But he had to call out every movie that came up on the castle. And it was cute the first maybe 3 characters, but then it was like, you're gonna call out every single character that comes on the screen, and we are not here for it. So we're trying to enjoy the fireworks. Then you got the kids swinging their lights around, almost hitting us, and the parents doing nothing. I couldn't. But it was really stinking cute. Like, the whole firework display. Like I said, living in New York, especially during the summer, we hear fireworks nonstop. So I have like slight PTSD from fireworks. Like, I don't be wanting to hear them all the time. But I made the exception for this. And like I said, it was really stinking cute. Like, the whole pyro situation, the projections on the castle, really, really pretty. I would suggest, however, if that's something you're gonna go see, do one of 2 things. I don't care what anybody says. If you're on Main Street, you can see the fireworks from anywhere. If you have small children and you're trying to get out of Dodge as soon as the fireworks open, I would stay as close to the exit as possible. You don't need to go sit directly up under the castle. You don't need to go sit directly in the center hub. You can see the fireworks from any of the branches at this point, minus maybe 2 that are directly like behind the castle. If you're in no rush to get out of Magic Kingdom after said fireworks, they do encourage people to hang around because it is a zoo trying to get out of there. Like, people are trying to get to the shuttle buses, they're trying to get back to the monorail, they're trying to get to their cars, they're trying to get to their Ubers, they're trying to get to their lifts. If you're not in a rush to bounce out the middle, wait. Because the chaos that followed trying to get out of there, I was like, yeah, dog, it's a no. So, I mean, we got out pretty quick, and I think we caught the shuttle bus back to our hotel. So I don't even think we had to wait for a lift that night. And that's another perk if you're staying like this. I'll talk about this in my hotel review video, but if you are staying on Disney property, you should definitely make sure your hotel has Disney transportation. It's easier than driving and waiting for a cab. Although the cab, like an Uber, is way more efficient, it's just the shuttle buses run every, I think, 20 or 30 minutes. So like I said, if you're not in a rush, feel free. But if you're in a rush like most New Yorkers are, yeah, Uber is the way to go. As far as Magic Kingdom on a scale of 1 to 10, I would rank it, just for the fireworks alone, a 9. Again, we didn't get on much. The fireworks alone were a 9, and the food at Belle's Castle was really good. And I think we only paid, what was it, $65 per person, so it was well worth it for a 3-course meal. I was impressed. I was actually pretty happy with the food. Again, just be prepared. There's a lot of walking, so if you're trying to do everything, expect to spend your whole entire day and just give yourself time in between everything. So just have a game plan and you should be set. So that concludes our day 2 of 5 on Walt Disney, and I'll see you guys for day 3.